is underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. First down. Lofton.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
They go play action here on first down. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cards are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there is no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Nash. And this is caught at the 8. Back to throw. Nash. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Off play action. Nash. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Lofton, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there, 8 yards, gets him much closer to the end zone with 4th and goal looming.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
On 4th down, Nash. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off down near the 5. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
They'll find Driver here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. James has got it. Complete. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. Their still starting the third quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Second and 4.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 8.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
2nd and goal from the 1.
And they'll run again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Nash. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nash. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. first down. Nash taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Going for it all. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football. And they remain down by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Lofton. Room to run past midfield. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now we give to Taylor, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. On the ground with a tight end. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second down and 8. To the right side, this is Taylor. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Touchdown! From 10 yards out, and the Cardinals push further out in front. Now for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw on target to James. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mahomes to throw once more. That one complete to Driver. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mahomes to throw it.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
One of the biggest plays in Super Bowl history unfolding before our eyes. They need 2 to tie. They'll try and run it in. And that one is incomplete. So they got into the end zone for 6. They couldn't get into the end zone, though, to tie the game. And they're still down 2 here in the Super Bowl. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Off play action. Nash. Flushed out, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Down right around the 25. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Nash. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. And the Cardinals